Celebration of the 50th anniversary of the moon landing has many looking forward to what the next 50 years might look like. The Trump administration wants to put people back on the moon in 5 years through the Artemis program. Although NASA wants that as well, Purdue researchers say there are some obstacles to overcome. News 18's Trevor Peters wraps up his week of special reports with a look at what the new space race could look like.
Cislunar or Earth-Moon neighborhood would be defined simply as the region between the Earth and the Moon.
I do think it's a priority to get humans to the moon.
David Spencer is behind the goal of returning to the moon by 2024. He studied the new space race as an associate professor of aeronautics and astronautics at Purdue University.
The goal is not just to get humans to the surface of the moon. The goal is to develop that permanent presence, and that requires infrastructure. That requires communication systems. It requires robotic service vehicles.
That's what Purdue's new Cislunar initiative announced Thursday will research. The school, dubbed the Cradle of Astronauts, isn't just looking back to the first moon landing, it's also looking forward to the next one.
How is space going to be utilized? How are we going to live and work in space?
You would think 50 years from the first time humans stepped foot on the moon, it would be easier. But in 2019, Spencer says there are more setbacks.
With the current program, NASA's budget is at 0.5% of the gross domestic product. Back in the Apollo era, it was 4%.
That's why Spencer believes NASA can't do it alone.
Getting humans to the moon is the goal. I think that we should utilize international partnerships for that. The do-it-alone thing is kind of a last-century type thing.
And a man with one of the most important roles in doing it the first time agrees.
I think going back to the moon is going to be an international effort. I think that the Artemis is a darn good idea. And I would love to see us wrap our arms around the freedom-loving countries of the world.
Apollo 11 flight director Gene Kranz says the success will lie in what they had back in 1969, teamwork.
Yes, I believe they can build the hardware. I think the greatest challenge will be to build the team.
At Purdue University, Trevor Peters, News 18.
And Spencer says 50 years from now, if all goes well, we'll be celebrating astronauts who have explored the surface of Mars.